Hello everyone. Welcome to Quantifiers. My name is Sahil Arora and with me is Malvika. Hi Malvika, how are you doing?
I'm good, sir. How are you doing?
All good, all good. So I know Malvika from the time she was preparing for CAT and we met then and now we are even a very good friend. So how's the life nowadays given in the scenario of Corona? How's the life at Micah nowadays, Malvika?
It's normal in terms of the classes. We have all the classes online.
Mm-hmm.
We bombarded with work and assignments, so it's chill that ways. But the college experience is missing. I'm sure everybody else is experiencing the same. Apart from that, it's normal. It's decent. It's good.
Okay. Sure. Let's come to the topic first of all, and I'll start with the very beginning now. How did you start preparing for Micah? How was your journey to CAT? And was Micah your main target? What was it? Tell us a bit about itself.
So from the moment that I decided I want to go for an MBA, which
Mhm,
was a very big decision, I'm sure it is in everybody's life. I
mhm.
knew that I wanted to go for MICA. This was a result of me meeting some fellow, I would say, alums from MICA, and I was just like, the moment I joined Quantifiers, I told this first day itself that MICA is my uh,
Main
aim.
target. Mhm.
But sorry,
Micah is your
I,
main
I I
target.
I could
I
not hear
remember.
you, sir.
You said
Yeah,
you. I
main
remember
target.
you
Like,
told
yeah,
me
MICA
after the
was there.
first class.
Yeah,
So.
but for that I had to clear CAT obviously.
Mhm.
So I prepared for CAT for majority of the times, but MICA was at the back of my mind because that was somewhere I wanted to go. That, that's it.
Okay. So while you were preparing for CAT, so you are a non-engineer, right? And I remember your
Yeah.
good days and your bad days. I very well do. So share your
Hmm.
experience. That how was the preparation phase? What did you exactly do? Any mistakes that you did, people shouldn't do? Anything that you did specifically, or anything? Just share your journey.
Oh, well, CAT was like the I think one of the biggest fears I would say because quant I dread. I absolutely dread maths, quant, anything related to numbers. And when I the first mock I saw, I remember I was just like, oh, where have I got myself into? Like this was very tough for me, especially quant.
Mm.
But I sailed through majorly because I had like you. I remember texting you at like 2, 3 a.m. and being like, I can't understand this because I used to sit with my con books for throughout the day. And it was very overwhelming to begin with. But yeah, I focused majorly on quant, English or verbal was my comfort area, and DI also was a little weak. But I put in like good 6 months totally on CAT and I managed to sail through. So that was CAT for me.
Okay. So how many mocks did you give before CAT? Do you have any idea? Do you remember anything?
I think I would have given around 30.
50, 60
This
mocks.
is yeah, full mocks. I
Full
also
and
gave
mock.
sectional mocks. Like quant, I used to give sectional also because I knew that verbal हो जाएगा. So verbal में इतना focus नहीं था. But apart from the full mocks, I gave quant and DI के अलग से. Quant was like the maximum. Every day I remember towards the last 1.5 months, if I was not giving a full mock, I was giving a DI mock or an quant mock every
Sectional
day.
every
This
day,
is
right?
what I remember.
And what was
Yeah,
the
sectional.
lowest you scored? What was the lowest you scored? And I'm really sorry, it might be a bit embarrassing to remember those scores. Okay, but what was the lowest you scored, and what? How much did you score in CAT and then?
Uh, so if at all it helps motivating other people, I definitely share.
Hmm.
But I remember I started off from somewhere around 50ish or 60ish, and I was just so demoralized. I was like, oh, bro, it's not happening.
So 50,
And
60
even towards
percentile or score?
percentile,
Okay,
per,
okay,
percentile.
okay.
This was the full mock I'm talking about.
Hmm.
And then I prepared until November. I was like, okay, cool, I'm all set and all. And then I gave another sectional DI and I was like close to my score, not percentile, was around 1, 2-ish. And I was like, what am I doing for last 5 months? So there have been moments where I just felt like, will I? And the fear of, you putting yourself out there and still not making,
Hmm.
something big out of yourself was always there.
Hmm.
So I've had those bad phases, but you sail through if you work out is what I feel. Like towards the end, when I started scoring something around 90, I was like, oh, kuch ho raha hai. So that
Okay.
happened with me
So,
too.
if I talk about Mica, once your exam is done, so how much time did you have to prepare for MICAT? And if we talk about MICAT, there are two, three different sections for MICAT. What were those, and how did you
Yeah.
specifically prepare for those?
so I remember after my cat, I had just 1 week for my cat one,
Mm-hmm.
which did not go very well for me.
Mm-hmm.
But there are, I think, two completely new sections. One is the descriptive one, where more like a writing part of it, but it's not just writing. They're checking how you think, your thought process and all.
Mm-hmm.
So in the descriptive end, they'll give you one argument, which is generally topical, any relevant topic that's going on, and then they'll ask you to give points for and against for that. So they just want to check how you think, how much you know, and all of that. The
Mm-hmm.
second part of descriptive is they give you four pictures and you have to
Mm-hmm.
weave a story around it. I think that was pretty interesting. And I personally like writing, but not compulsory for everybody, because I know people who scored more than me and were not so much into writing.
Okay.
The second part is psychometric. For psychometric, I would say that just be yourself. Like, if the more you think about it, the more combinations you try to apply over there, you will just mess it up in your head. Just because I tried doing that in the first case and I did not clear psychometric in the first part, but second part I was just like, we'll see what happens, just be yourself. That worked for me. So don't try and be very extreme in psychometric. Apart from that, I think it works. Like, just be yourself.
And what about the convergent and divergent part that appears in
Okay.
Micah?
So that is just a tweak of your LRDI. They're just checking your logical reasoning, but you won't get, let's say, full 5 or 6 question sets. You
Mm.
will get once or two questions that are standalone also. It's a little tweaked version of it. I would say in terms of difficulty, also a little less than CAT, but yeah, it's a different approach to LRDI, and it's pretty interesting in my view.
Okay, fine. I know that how difficult was it to choose, then finally take a call. But still, I would want to hear from you that what calls did you finally have when you whatever through everything, and then why did you choose Micah? And do you think your decision is
So,
right? Everything.
okay, starting off with the call. So I scored around 95.56 in CAT. I got calls from the new IIMs and Shillong. There was that moment when everybody is like, it's safer to go with the safer options. And I would say a second, I was also a little skeptical. But then I always knew that Micah is the place for me. The more I knew about the place, the more I read, I just knew that it's the place for me. I went ahead with Micah, and I would say I do not regret it at all, because it's just given me all the more reasons to be grateful about choosing Micah over other places.
Okay. So when I say Mica is normally known about when people hear Mica, they think of advertisements.
Yeah.
When people think Mica, they think of unconventional marketing. So what
Yeah.
is your comments upon that? How was your life at Mica in the first semester, and how were the people around? Were they helpful, or what? Or how was it?
So we'll start off with the course part first. When you're saying it's more of ad and unconventional thing, um, from day one, it's known as the mecca of marketing. You will have courses about marketing. I'm not sure about other B schools, but normal schools generally have a, a normal course in terms of which is divided into all three electives. But here
Mm-hmm.
it starts off with marketing from day one. I have courses such as studying culture in terms of gaining insights. I have courses around semiotics, which are very, very interesting.
Okay.
So course wise, I think it's bang on. Like the kind of courses that we have, they're very, very interesting. Coming to the ad roles, I think that's not very true, because the alums I've spoken to or I've come to know in my time at MICA, a lot of them are brand managers into normal marketing. In fact, my seniors went into analytics because we have a separate elective as analytics. Then there are a lot of people in media as well. So ad is just a part of it, I would say. It's not
Okay.
the entire crux of MICA. Yeah. And I
Fine.
personally, I'm going for brand, like I've chosen advertising and brand management, but I'd like to, I'll prefer growing towards the brand management side.
Fine. So there are two major courses offered, I think PGDM and PGDM communication. Which one are you doing, and are they both different? In what
So
terms?
so PGDMC,
Mhm.
which deals with the communication part of it, is the flagship course of MICA,
Okay.
and that's what I am doing
Mhm.
now. The whole idea of coming up with two courses is that they want to diversify the scope a little bit. Like at this moment, it's just completely communication, but what if you want to learn other aspects of business as well, which we are taught,
Mhm.
but want to go more in depth with them. So
Specialization kind
coming
of
up
thing.
with just, yeah, specializations. That's the idea. That's not been executed yet. So for the time being, I cannot comment a lot because they have a little bit of courses different, but
Hmm.
major part of it is similar to PGDMC only. But
Hmm.
this might change over the course of time.
So the
It's just a
placements and
broader
everything
scope.
is
That's
same for
that's
both
all.
the courses, more or less.
For now, yes, and
Okay.
I'm sure it's going to be the same in future also.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's going to be same. So okay. So what kind of activities do take place at Mica? Which tell us something
Oh yeah,
fun
I just
about
missed out on
Mica.
the whole culture bit. So Mica, it's the culture in Mica is more of a collaborative one. Like I my perception of a B school was it's going to be super competitive and you just have to, fight for your place and your, company placement and all of that. But the moment I stepped into Mica, not just my batchmates, my seniors, they
Hmm.
go out of their way to make you learn. And this is in terms of a lot of activities also. So if you look at our website, we have a lot of committees
Hmm.
and they have special like big events for every committees. We have good 10 to 11 committees and it's not just the committee members taking part. We have volunteers and no, it's not just something that is relevant to the committee. You learn so much through all these activities is what I've come to realize over my time at Mica. So I think when I look at the culture side of it, that is when I get all the more sure about choosing Mica was the right decision for me.
Okay, so you had the choices, you had good choices, but now you are happy, and I am happy for you,
Yeah,
undoubtedly.
yeah.
So when I talk about the batch size and everything, so this is the just the major description of this year what we have, that registrations have
Okay.
opened, right? The first mic at one is going to be on December 5. The last day to apply is November 25 at 11:50 p.m. and these are the details for this, right? And when we talk about the breakup and the crowd there, right? What is your take on that? How are the what are the different sort of people that we meet there, and what are there more engineers out there? What is it?
So starting off with the gender pool, I'd say that it's almost equal. Or I'm not sure if it's 51% girls, but it's almost equal, is what I'll say.
Okay.
It's a very diverse pool. You have people from every corner of the country, and it's beautiful to interact with such different minds, and you grow so much, is what I feel personally.
Okay.
The engineer part of it, I think it's somewhat similar in terms of engineer and commerce. And I know that I have some of my classmates who's a dentist,
Hmm.
and from commerce background, I would say somebody is a CA also. So it's a very diverse pool in terms of where we come from, what we've done in our past life or our backgrounds,
Hmm.
and what our preferences in terms of our hobbies is. You get to learn a lot. Like people is a very important factor when it comes to Micah. At least for me, it turned out to be like that,
Okay. So when
and I think it's for everybody. Yeah.
so if we look at their websites, they have given this the batch profile, PGDMC freshers are 58. So this is
Yeah.
quite justified, right? Engineers are 44 and rest the pool is around 50. So these are quite mixed. And I remember you telling me that you had dentist and pharmacist with you there, right? We
Yeah,
had the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
conversation
yeah, yeah.
once. So everything is a mix, right?
Yeah.
And what about the placements?
Yeah. In
Do
fact,
the Yeah, please go ahead.
no, no, tell me. It's
So,
fine.
what about the placements? Do the fresher get the same opportunities as the work experienced one? Do we have any different things? What?
I think it's similar for like the learning opportunity for everybody is similar once you get into Mica. So it
Okay.
completely depends on how you perform at Mica is what you will get. Like that's
Okay.
that's what my observation has been. Yeah, it's pretty much like that. Like how much you want to learn, you will get something similar to that.
Fine. And
Yeah.
what about the summer placements, summer internships? How was the experience with the summer internships? What were the major recruiters? From where did you do your summer internship? If you are comfortable telling.
Yeah. So I did mine from Titan, and Titan has been a very old recruiter. I have like they have people from 2012, 2011 batches as well from Mica.
Okay, okay,
So
nice.
Titan is one of them. Okay, yeah, you have the list open over here. Yeah, and
How?
there's also, yeah, tell me, there's
I
also
was
another way
asking.
you can get
Sorry,
through a
sorry to interrupt.
lot of
How was your
sorry.
How was your internship experience? What was your role as an intern?
My role was that of a sales and marketing intern, but a lot of it got restricted because of COVID. Having said that, I think the experience was very wholesome because my mentor and my reviewer were very like they were very collaborative in the sense that there were moments when I was intimidated because I did not know something, but
Okay.
they made sure that if their work was getting done, I was also getting equal opportunity to learn. So it was very wholesome, is the word I'd use to describe my internship.
Okay, okay, okay. So overall, this was these were some good insights that we had right now. So anything apart from that that you feel that which makes Mica different from other colleges and people should go for it? As I can see that there are these are the major recruiters we have. The placement starts are given to us. I think these all might be very very relevant only, right? So, okay, so we are just getting it verified from the LMC people.
In fact, I think I missed out on this bit that some like you get a lot of placement like a opportunity to interact with people from these top companies through competitions as well. And I
Okay,
feel that is a place where Mycons really, outperform
excellent.
others, what
Okay,
I've observed in terms of Malams also.
okay.
Because when it comes to working on cases and ideation in terms of business problems, I think we
Mhm.
have a different take to it, like the whole Mycon crowd.
Okay.
So a lot of our alums have got through good companies through that route also.
Mm.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah, that I like I said that there's this whole perception that there is a little bit of difference when it comes to how we think and how we operate in the business world. That works in our favor in most cases. That's
Okay.
different about Micah, I'd say.
So I think we had a lot of information. So
Yeah.
uh, any final comments that you would want to give, or any final advices that you would want to give to the people who are preparing for MICA especially, or they have their special targets? Anything that you would want to say?
I just say that I know that this period can be super overwhelming. I've been here, right here, but they have you, sir. I mean, like I remember there were moments when I was just like, I can't do it anymore, and I've sailed through those moments because I was thankfully associated with quantifiers. And if you guys are, uh, watching this and you are planning to continue with this, I think there's nothing better you can do, especially for this period where it might be, you will be flooded with overwhelm. That is one. Second is, I think just keep working hard. Yeah, like that. It just gets. I just said that it gets overwhelming, but don't give up because and it's just some time. Like you just give yourself out there and with the best that you have, I think you're going to sail through. And what my take for this was that I focused on cat more initially because my quant was very, very bad, I would say. And then I moved on to MyCat because I knew that I want to get into MyCat. That's all. Rest is chill. Like just stay calm. That's something I keep saying to everybody,
Oh,
and you
one
will
thing
work.
that I missed. How was your interview
Yeah.
experience and
Oh yeah.
Viva?
So my interview experience was actually very nice. After you get a call, you're supposed to submit this SOP and why you want to join MICA and what are your strengths, weaknesses. That's a process that you have to do. So it started off, took well. And from that, it was more about, what do you think about this brand? How are they doing? How they've evolved? So these questions are something that I personally am inclined towards and was in a position to answer them. So it was a
Okay.
very rich and nice experience in
Okay,
my.
so you will comment that your interview ran more on the lines of brand advertisement and something on the lines of marketing rather than your, we can say, curriculum, that what you have done in your studies.
Yeah,
It was,
mine was very marketing oriented, I'd say. So they
and
were.
is it the same for everyone or anyone can get anything?
I think it depends on your panel. So
Okay.
I can't comment on that because yeah, that's
Okay. ठीक है. Thank you so much, Malvika, for the time, and it was like
and no
always
problem at all, sir.
lovely interacting with you. And we might disturb you sometime soon if we need. ठीक है.
No problem at all. You can,
ठीक है. Then
yeah,
thank you so much, Malvika. Have
yeah,
a very very
no
great day.
problem, sir.
Thank you so much. Bye.
And all the best to everybody who's preparing.
Okay.